There you go. The man of the hour.
Church, Young Gold. It's always a pleasure, man. What's happening? What's
Man, what's
happening?
going on? Let's give it a minute. Let's give it one more minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started because we ain't got too much time. You a busy man.
Hey, I'm letting all the people know this is exclusive. This is for my family, Young Goldie, right
And
now.
I appreciate
What I'm
it.
saying? I told him, man, I'm an open book when it comes to you. Whatever you want to do, everybody don't get access like that. Period.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into it, but they don't really understand who you are like that. They don't understand how much of a legend in the streets you are and have been, and the things you've accomplished, so how rare of a treat it really is that they really need to pay attention.
Dig that.
But all right,
I sure appreciate
we go ahead and get started. The room filling
dig
up a
that.
little bit. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, okay. You
Hold on.
got the flow, baby. Talk to me. I talk back.
Man, okay. And I told them we're gonna do it a little different today. Right? We're gonna let them ask a few questions. So I'm gonna pick out the best ones in the comments and ask them to you towards the end of this, but we're gonna get to what we get into.
Okay.
The legendary Johnny Cash the GOAT is in the building. You understand
Salute.
me?
Salute.
From Memphis, made his first 100,000 at 16. And what a lot of you don't know, man, this man has been a fixture for the last 3 decades, right? Yo Gotti, the rapper, this man gave him his name,
Name it.
right? This is his OG right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a rags to riches to rags back to riches story. I know y'all seen the articles, when the feds came and got him, 10, 15 women at the time, not one woman in his whole household testified against him. So that just goes to show you the stature of man that he is, that he has so much respect amongst his women that the FBI, 98% conviction rate, couldn't even get not one of his women to turn on him. And we're going to get into that.
Dig that.
So let's just go ahead and jump into it.
Go ahead, baby.
Tell us a little about you. Tell us your story. Tell us a brief synopsis of your story real quick for those who don't know.
Well,
A lot of them do know, but for the ones who don't know.
basically, man, I'm from Memphis 10, man. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised South Memphis, man. I come from the mud, man. We call it the trenches, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, started off on the other side of the track, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, me and that boy Yo Gotti, we got history and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know the story, the classic hood story, man. Got my first 100 bands at 16, and I ain't looked back, man. By the time I turned 20, man, I was soaking wet with this pimping though. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't look back, you know what I'm saying? It was hook, line, and sinker. That was my calling, you know what I'm saying? The PIMP, that was my calling, you know what I'm saying? And I chased it. I said that I'm gonna be the best motherfucker that you could be in this shit. You understand me? Cause I come up around some giants. Them shoes was really hard to fill. So I ain't had no other choice. You understand what I'm saying? But to go hard or go home.
Yeah, okay. And the reason that I'm bringing you on like this is because I know you see it today. It's like everybody played that game in school, telephone, right? You get around in a circle and you say something to somebody. By the time it get to the seventh person, it's nothing like the original thing that was said. So
No.
I'm coming to one of the originals, a real fixture, so you could get it from the source. Everybody getting it cut and watered down. By the time it come out, everybody doing the wrong thing. So I want to bless them with the right way to do things, right? And that's why I'm bringing you on right now. So I hope they really appreciate this game. But let's get into it. First thing I want to ask you, because a lot of people want to ask, I got a diverse audience. I want you to dispel some of the misconceptions about what you did. And he's not glorifying this because he's an ex-pimp, motivational speaker, spiritual advisor, helps the youth now. But I want you to go back. Take us back when you was having 9, 15 women, mansions. Go ahead, go into that.
Well, basically, Goldie, I really think that my style is totally different. Ain't nobody else got my style. And when I say that, you have to know my mentor. You understand, that gave me the game. When I first came into the game, I used to think the man was a madman. You know what I'm saying? I really did. I used to hold it in and be like, man, this man, goddamn, this man. like a mad scientist with this pimping. You feel what I'm saying? And it scared me. And the things he used to tell me that I had to do, in the beginning, I didn't have that belief. Because I used to be like, man, this man kind of crazy. You feel what I'm saying, Gold? Like, man, what he tell me to do? Like, no, man, now I know that shit can't work. But not a moment sooner, when I adapted everything he was saying, when I pushed that crazy shit out the window and started mimicking and taking in and understanding what he was saying, that's when I started manifesting greatness in this shit. And I saw that it really worked.
Let me ask you this. Let me take you this way with it, right? Because I mean, you know, I like to try to make everything relatable because, you know, game is, you know, just knowledge and understanding. So I want to relate your situation to everybody else in here because I really want to touch on what I said. The FBI, the feds came to get you. You were shining too hard. And not one woman that you had out of almost 15 women testified against you, right?
Exactly.
Right. And that's really saying something. And so I want you to tell the people, what about you that has so much respect and admiration from your women that not one folded on you when the feds came, when when they took everything?
You know,
what about you in your household? Because I've seen it with my own eyes.
Okay.
You know, I've seen it, but I want you to explain to them, what's the difference between you and them?
Hey, man, when you build a house, you know, the house has to have a foundation, right? Before you can even start building the structure, the foundation had to be laid. And I tell anybody, my foundation was respect. Before the money, the respect had to be there. You understand me? And nowadays, I see a lot of friendship type shit with, you know, guys and their girls, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody had a classic understanding of what they signed up for and who I was to them. We didn't crack jokes. We didn't play games. I was serious. This is the most I have smiled in, I know, 10 years, Goldie. I think when I met you, then I told you that. Like, this is the most I done smiled, man. Because coming into the game, it wasn't no cutting no smiles. And they knew this. So when your women see that you carry yourself in a certain demeanor, and they see that, man, this man is something serious. So what they do is they start mimicking themselves behind you. They want the same image. They want that same respect. They know that this shit is called the game, but it's no game. You understand me? So it wasn't no ass grabbing and toe tickling going on in my household. You know, I was 10, 12 deep, and everybody in there, when they addressed me, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. How can I help you? I got company. They knock on the door before they enter my room. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no walking up in that motherfucker like you. Nah, it was respect. And they knew the way to a pimp's heart: loyalty, dedication, and respect. And of course, the money. If you love me, that's how you gonna show me you love me. And they showed me that they love the shit out of me, man. Yeah, they showed me. They talk with their money, man. They showed me that they love me, man. And just think about it, Goldie. When I was deep like that, niggas weren't knocking me off. You know, when I caught my case, the least bitch that was in my household was a year and a half. Everybody else was 5 years, 4.5 years, 7 years, 6, you know what I mean? 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? It was history there. Now these guys can't keep a broad long enough to boil an egg. You know what I'm talking about?
And why do you think that is?
Because they don't have the recipe. They don't have the recipe, man. You know, we ain't got enough time on this live for me to explain to these guys the things that they will have to sacrifice and the things that they will have to do to become great in this shit.
Real quick, give me a second. And you know, for those that really want to get the real game, now this is for entertainment purposes only, but for those who really want to sit down and get the real game from Johnny Cash, I know that he's doing some things for the people, you know, for the real game later. But go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, man, you know, I ain't getting enough time on this live because I know 99% of these guys is not going to be willing to make those sacrifices. Now, I will take my hat off to young Goldie. He was one of those guys that was willing to sacrifice it all. He put it all on the table, and I respected and admired that about this young gentleman. He didn't give two fucks. He wanted the game, and as you see, look at him. His name is respected.
lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know. You
Yeah,
gave
because
me
you
my name. You gave me the name Young Goldie. Do you know?
and that
Hey, when you really get it how we got it, man, you get your name gifted to you. My
exactly.
name was a gift from this man. So a lot of times when you hear me in my videos talking about Unc this, Unc that, I'm really just not putting his name in it. But this is who I'm
See
talking
that?
about.
See that, man. It
But
was a
this
pleasure.
interview is about you, not about
Okay,
me.
go
You
ahead,
know.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. But yeah, you talking about the, the household, the household. Yeah, man, it was a beautiful thing, Goldie, man. It was a beautiful thing, man. I ran a tight ship, man. I was having $150,000 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And my fucked up night for me was 15, 20 bands. That was a fucked up night. You understand what I mean? You understand? A week, like I say, 150, 200,000 easy.
I'm trying to really dig deep to try to give them some value. Because, they're going to look at you and say, I can't do that. I ain't nothing like that. I want to try to get to the underpinning of the principles that they can take from this and implement with their woman, with their situation, to have that type of respect where not only they come and correct respectfully, submitting, but willingly wanting to do it because they see something in a man that they with. How can they become more like you? Have that
Every
respect.
Everybody likes a woman. Every woman likes a woman. See, what these young guys don't understand is a woman don't like nothing soft. And 90% of these niggas soft. They make deals, they compromise. How it starts is how it's going to end. When that woman sees she can't get around you, when that woman sees she can't manipulate you, when that woman sees that you're not weak for sex, when she sees that you're standing on principles, and most importantly, when she know that she got to have a whole lot of money to fuck with you, or bitch, the Greyhound running every 45 minutes or an hour to get to where you need to go to. And I'm going to help you get there if you need me to. You understand me? See, when you fucking with them like that, they have no choice. You give them two choices. Be good or be gone. And a lot of these guys ain't got that confidence in themselves to do that. So what do? They lay around, they take the punishment. They take the 2s and 3s. You understand me? They take the 200-300s and the bullshit and all the drinking and the fagging off and the all talking ignorant and the talking crazy. But a motherfucker like me was zero tolerance with that kind of shit.
So what I'm hearing, like I said, my audience is diverse. So what I'm hearing for you is really you got to be a man first.
I was going to say that start off, you got to be a man. You have to
You got
stand
to
on
be a man
principle.
first. And what I'm hearing you say is these dudes ain't carrying themselves like respectable men, and that's why they get no respect from their woman.
Exactly, Goldie. Because man, guess what? And we both know this. When you tell a woman something, you got to stand on that. No matter what it is. If you tell her, hey man, this is the consequential repercussions of this, oh yeah, baby, of course you're gonna have this car. Matter of fact, your birthday coming, right? I'm gonna have that for you on your birthday. Taking care of that responsibility,
Real
being a
man
man.
shit right there.
That woman shouldn't have to come ask you again about that
Say
car.
it again, man. Because they got this shit confused, right?
Exactly.
They have this ideology about it's me against my woman. We
No,
at odds. But what they don't understand, the misconception about people like you is that's what it is. But you here to tell them that's not actually how it really goes.
no, that's not how it go, man. That's not how it go. There's a lot of that going on, Goldie. And it's so far from how this thing really supposed to go, man. We talked about this last night. It's so far, man. It's where do I start, Goldie? Where do I start at with it, man? Because I don't really want to step on no toes. Kind of help me out with this. Kind of throw me an alley hoop with it, Goldie. I don't want to step on no toes. Now we going into the sensitive kind, you know what I mean? And I want to kind of keep everybody kind of root for us. You know what I'm saying? So throw me an alley hoop on there. I'm gonna let you start it off.
Okay, so just let them know how it's not you against your woman, that you actually this is a teamwork type of thing. It's not me against you, right? We can't win if it's me against you. And you dudes watching these podcasts and things of this nature, you think that it's you against the woman. We're enemies, right?
See, for one, Goldie, the young ladies don't trust the guys coming into the understanding. There's no trust there. So therefore, when there's no trust there, it's going to be a tug of war. She's not going to give you her all. You're not giving her your all. It's no respect there. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, they're gonna clash. But when you have a healthy relationship with a woman and you doing what you're supposed to do, and she's respecting you and she's feeling your program, man, she's gonna go out here and try to give you the world. You understand me? And it ain't gonna be no arguing, no fighting up in that motherfucker, no disagreements. Man, it's gonna be some shit you're gonna have to straighten out, but it's gonna be very little things. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be the things of the magnitude of what these guys are going through. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know you've heard stories, you be like, what happened? She did what? Y'all was fighting. Where they do that at? She jumped in your car and pulled off. She flagged your tires. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
man, what you just
to the point.
Hold
How
on, watch
can you
this
let
right here, Goldie. Watch this right here. Man, what you just said, you hate that hoe. Pimps don't hate hoes, man. What the fuck is you smoking? But see, that's just, that's the difference between how it started, Goldie, is how it's going to end. When it started off with, a misunderstanding, the whole relationship going to be one big misunderstanding. It's not going to be any common ground met. It may be some money exchange, okay, some sexual favors in that relationship, but it ain't going to be the real deal like you and I know it.
Right. Like you said, how you start is how you finish. How could you let the respect get so low that she stooped to that type of level on you? Because she had no respect for you.
She had no respect, and that comes from a woman. A woman is a very strange creature. She may not say a lot, but she's watching you when you think she's not watching you. She's in her sleep. She got one eye open, one eye closed, trying to see an imperfection in you, man. Anything that she can kind of say, okay, yeah, I knew it. I knew he wasn't perfect. Nah, man, this real deal not giving them that. You know what I'm saying? She'll never get that. But these new guys, they so comfortable until, they lie. Like I say, the lying is one thing. They getting high as a motherfucker. Bitch looking at them like, man, you blowing all the money on this dope, man. Like, goddamn, bitch can't even get a dress. I can't even get a wig, man. And you is over here, you know what I'm saying? You done drunk up $2,000 worth of syrup. I just watch you buy it. You think I didn't know what you were doing. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, there go the problems right there, Golden. There go the bra going to the track getting drunk. There go the bra going to the track trying to meet up with Goldie girl and say, hey girl, what's you looking so good, man. Yeah, I know your folks gotta be a good man. There it go.
Okay, so check this out, right? You see a lot of dudes sitting here in the lifestyle, this lifestyle, that lifestyle. You've been through it. You went to the penitentiary, you came out. What advice would you give to these guys who getting this fast money who think it's never going to end? What would you tell them?
Hey, man, prepare yourself for the end game, man. See, when you living in that lifestyle, man, you participate in that lifestyle, it be so cunning. The lifestyle is so wicked. That's what a lot of you guys don't know. It's a living entity. You know what I'm saying? You just can't see it or touch it, but it's living. It's watching your every move. And it's the game seeing you get comfortable. It's seeing you get content with the money, content with the girls. You get content with having it your way. So now you're comfortable now. That hunger you had, you feeling like, hey man, I'm that nigga, I'm having my way. But every good thing has an end game. This pimping is forever, but you can't pimp forever. So you guys better start doing something with that money. You better start investing that money, man. You better start writing down in your portfolio, your blueprint or your plan on what you're going to do here in the next year, in the next 6 months. You understand what I'm saying? And so you can start making an exit, because the game was designed to turn a negative into a positive. It wasn't designed for you to do this shit forever. I never met an OG nigga that said he was 80. I never met an 80-year-old successful pimp.
No.
Never met one. Never met an 80-year-old successful pimp. Not to say it's not one, because I've heard stories of guys getting out the game and doing the right thing. Yeah, salute them. But I'm talking about active, still out here talking about this is what he doing, that's all off of, nah. No. And nowadays, nigga, you're going to the penitentiary.
Let them know.
You're going to jail.
No. Yeah.
You try to pull it off, the shit you read about my article, the shit you hear on these lives, your ass going to jail, man.
Hey, give it to him raw like that.
Hey man, we gonna read about your ass on 24. What is it? 24/7 realism. He gonna be putting the real up about your motherfucking ass standing in court. Hey man, it ain't gonna happen for you, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. It's not gonna happen, man. And I'm gonna be real with you, man. If you find anybody in 20 right here in this year, this day, encouraging you to go out and to become a pimp, that guy's not your friend. He's not your friend. Because what y'all young peas don't understand, and when you baptize into this game and you doing this shit the right way, you doing it from the heart, that's a cold thing, man. It's cold, man. It's cold. It gets cold, man. A lot of you dudes ain't got it. Y'all ain't got what it takes, man. I promise you, man. If you had a dream, if you had a lucid dream about how this shit really go, you'll wake up damn near thinking you're having a heart attack and cold sweats, man. Real talk.
I'm laughing because you ain't lying. And you ain't gonna see what it really is until you too deep. Until the light bulb goes. When you get close enough and you get deep enough in it, till you realize you too deep and you realize what it was.
And then now it's too late, because guess what? You realized it from a cell. And nowadays it's gonna be a federal jail cell with a football number.
Hey, you know? Listen, I really appreciate you saying that on here, because man, I'll tell you, for all of these dudes who be watching whatever they be watching, they got a different idea about what this shit really is and what it ain't. And
hey, man,
to hear it from your mouth, I can say it, but to hear it from your mouth is different.
See, these guys on the platforms, they're going to tell them about that 80 years or that 50 years they're going to get just off one girl saying, yeah, he hit me in my eye and took my ID. And yeah, I went on 3-4 dates and I turned some dates for him. They're right there, 40 years. 40 years. Oh, no, I'm lying. It's 40 with the feds, but the state gonna come to you and say, come on, take this 20 or this 15.
And then, hey, and when you get out, go ahead and sign this paperwork. You a registered sex offender.
Yeah. Don't forget, I forgot that part. And now it's a sex crime, so now you're a registered sex offender. You can't be around your kids. You understand me? You can't go near churches. You know what I'm saying? You can't go near schools. You can't pick your kids up. Your life is fucked, man.
Hey, listen. You giving them the real. They don't want to tell this part. They don't want to tell this part. The odds are not in your favor.
No, man, the odds ain't in his favor, man. Then some of you guys, so, you know, you never was taught to be men. So therefore, when you get into these relationship with these women, you guys be so sex crazed until the first thing you do, you feel like you're obligated or you want to have sexual intercourse with these women. You guys ain't took these women to no doctors. Y'all ain't had them checked out. No, nothing. Hey, man, I can only imagine the HIV rate amongst the game right now.
Hey, let me switch lanes real quick, because I see a couple of the comments in here. I just wanted to point out that in the articles that they wrote about you, they said that you were never violent towards any of your women. So that just shows the level of game and respect that you had, that you never had to raise your hand to a woman. What'd you tell me years ago? What'd you tell me? If I got a beater, what you say?
Let her go.
If I got
that ain't your bitch.
A beater, I don't need her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That ain't your bitch, man. That ain't your woman, man. Because guess what? When two people sit down and we sharing the same common ground, we got the same understanding. We going into this contract with some understanding and some, you know, love for each other. You dig what I'm saying? It don't take all that, man. I'm gonna be able to sit you down and talk to you, you know, vice versa. You know, I used to tell a woman, hey man, you can talk to me about anything, long as it's respectful.
Yeah.
Long as it's brought to me in a respectful way, we can talk about anything you want to talk about. They go back to their word, respect now.
No, that's
got to be built off that.
And that's so okay. Tell me this. So for the
hold on, let me say one more thing, bro.
Go ahead.
I want to lose this thought.
It's your flow.
A lot of these guys will sit up and tell a woman everything it is to have her. Yeah, baby, it's gonna be like this. Yeah, you ain't have to worry about that. I got you. You're gonna have a woo-to-woo. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. You just come on over here, and this is how you come to me. You're gonna need some money. They'll break all that down to her. But they never tell that woman how to leave. Hey, man, explain to that woman this latest choice, gentleman's game. Hey, ain't nobody making you do nothing, baby. So if you come and commit to this contract and you decide 2 months from now that you don't want to do this anymore. Your spirit just ain't there. Whatever the case may be, your mama could have told you to stop, whatever it is. We gonna respect that. Just like I got you to me, hey man, let me help you get your clothes together. Let me help you on your journey. Let me put some money in your pocket. Let me get you back to your family safe. You see that door? It open both ways. It's open and closed. Ain't no locks on it.
Hey, you dropping a gem right now, because this conversation that a lot of dudes should have had is the reason they didn't have it, is the reason that they sitting in the penitentiary. Because
Right
it ain't
now.
what you did, it's what you didn't say
And
that
what
made
you
them feel comfortable enough to leave properly.
exactly. And that's why a lot of these guys get told on. The girls get to making up shit. They become victims. They let these people put lies in their head. Yeah, he beat you, didn't he? Nah, he beat you. You remember he beat? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he hit me. He threatened me. And there it go. Come on, man. These people are the big coercion. That's where that word come from. That's their word. Because they coercion motherfuckers in the interrogation room behind that closed door. They coaching you on how to tell on yourself. They coaching you how to tell on the next motherfucker on what they're going to need to make their case solid. Don't give it to them, man. It's ladies' choice, gentlemen's game. Let that woman walk through your door and out your door with that understanding. Ain't nobody making you do nothing, baby. The moment you decide you don't want to do this anymore, we're going to be okay, baby. You're going to be okay. You're not going to walk away from here a complete loser, baby. I'm going to make sure you're cool.
Now listen to that. I know a lot of these dudes ain't heard nothing like that. This woman gives up her time, her energy, her life, her money. Maybe, and we talking about the square world too. This woman still comes in the door. She gives up her time, her energy, her youth, because a woman's time clock is ticking way faster than ours. When she gives you that, and then she has to go, she's gonna feel some type of way about it. How are you making her feel a way to where she's comfortable with what she gave you? And
check this out right here, Goldie. This used to be my method. We talking past 10 when I was in the game. A woman, I used to fuck with a woman off her seniority. Just, I'm gonna use one example. Bra was with me out of Iowa. She was with me for 5 years. And she come to me one day, she said, Cash. Now I'm gonna keep it real. I was getting a tattoo. And I stood up to take a break from the tattoo. And she walked up to me, Gold, and she put the back of her hand against my chest. And she looked at me, man. And when I looked in her eyes, she was crying. She said, ain't nothing there, is it? Shook her head and turned around and walked off. What the fuck? I go in her room, man. She got all the shit packed. Bitch, what's up? You know, it was her exact words. She said, Cash, I got a lot of respect for you. She said, I got enough respect for you to sit you down and talk to you. She said, I'm not going to lie. I'm in love with you. I know you don't promote that in your household, but she said, I love you, but I love you in a way that I know you're never going to love me back the same way. She say, on that note, you know, me and my wife-in-law ain't been seeing eye to eye. She say, she went to her bed, her pillow, raised up a pillow. She had a knife on her pillow. She said, I ain't gonna lie, Cash, I was planning to go stab her in her sleep tonight. But she said, I got so much love and respect for you, I'm just gonna leave.
man, look at that. Look at that. Look at what respect do. Look at what respect, being a respectable man, holding yourself to a certain standard. Look at all the bullshit that you gonna duck.
And I say, you know what, Lil E, I can respect that. I say, sit down, get yourself together, man. You know, think about it. I gave her like 45 minutes. She come back out the room with her bags. I said, hold up, Lil E, we're not gonna do it like this here. I say, let me get something for you, man. I went in my room, went to my little spot. I got 20,000 gold. Got it in the truck. She boo-hoo crying going to the airport. She boo-hoo crying. But when in my room, also, I got a jewelry. I had a personal jewelry, you know, because she was in trouble at the time. I had took all the jewelry back from her. She was on punishment, etc. You know how it go. Got a jewelry bag, got 20 bands. Took her to the airport, man. She hooping and crying. Cash, what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? She thinking I'm finna just, you know. She got to the airport. We pull up, man. I give her jewelry. She was thrown off by that. She got big shit now. She got shit bigger than a lot of these niggas shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big custom shit. You know what I mean? 4-leaf clover about this big, you know, solid iced out shit. I give her a jewelry bag. Then I say, you know what, Lil E, here you go. I give her 20 bands. But you know, the woman had gave me 5 years of her life, Gold. That wasn't nothing for me to give her, man. You understand what I'm saying?
And so you did something that was respectable because you're a respectable individual, something that most dudes wouldn't have did. But that's the reason you sit free to this day, because no woman ever came and raised their hand up against you because you conducted yourself in a fair and
It,
respectable way.
even though she was gone at the time, asked me who was on my case.
Oh,
That they contacted her, offered her money, offered her, card, whatever they do, she still didn't go for it.
let me ask you this, because big on that respect, but we got time. How much? What's the most a woman done brought you in one night? And we know this because in the game, man, he had legendary women, and the game talks. So when a big, something big then got pulled off, everybody's talking about it. Tell them what's the most you got in one night off of one woman.
A little over half of me.
Yeah,
A little over half of me. Off one chick, one trap, one move. Half of me.
right. I just want them to see the different levels of this game, right?
And I can't make this shit up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? I love my mom, man. My mom, she passed, my pops passed, and my sister passed. I put this on all three of those. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. It's some people that seen the footage. Rest in peace, Kenny Red. A couple of people seen it in the flesh, was right there to see it and witness it. But I'm a very private person. You know what I'm saying? I don't, talk my personal business to everybody, but this is past tense. So, and I'm in the presence of my nephew, Young Goldie, and we on a platform trying to put some paint where it ain't to you youngsters. But yeah, a half of me.
Let me. Yeah, I just want them to know because they think the shit that happened in the game is unbelievable, but you did things on a level that's almost unprecedented. Everybody don't get to the level that you got to, and I just wanted them to hear that what they doing and what you doing is two different games. Y'all
Hey,
think
like
y'all was in the same game? It's two different games. It's different levels to this shit, and most of the people in the game is not on that level.
exactly. I've told guys this in the past. You know what I used to do, Goldie? I used to get so offended by guys that had white girls. It used to be braggers, you know what I'm saying? And it used to really offend me because they used to, the ones that, back in the day, they used to kind of have a thing and talk bad about black women. And that used to really bother
And
me,
that's
Goldie.
that's still a thing.
So what I used to do is I would wait till we would be out at an event and it'd be a lot of good people around to co-sign what I'm doing and to witness what I'm doing. So I used to tell them, hey man, check this out. What we can do is we can do big bang, take little bang. You get your top three hitters, I get my top three hitters. We're going to rent the biggest room in Vegas. We're going to chill in this room. We're going to send these people out the door. And let's see who, let's do it. Somebody going to starve, my nigga. Don't you know that those guys wouldn't take me up on that offer? But that's how much I believed in my game and what I was doing. If these white women really performing the way you say they performing and doing what you say they doing, hey man, you wouldn't mind putting them up against the old nappy heads over here with you. Oh, these just some black old nappy head motherfuckers over here, man. But I promised them they was when nobody take me on that. I made it to several guys.
Yeah, I mean, I know people who know. It's gonna sound unbelievable to some people, but it ain't for them to know. Let me transition lines real quick. A lot of dudes, not in the game, I'm just talking about in general. A lot of dudes try to have a woman depending on them, right? You understand me? Speak on that. How these dudes trying to make the woman dependent on them, their money and things of that nature. How it actually inhibits their own growth.
Hey man, it's gonna cut their own. They cutting their own throat because the object of the game is to build that woman up, man. To teach her not just about getting money, but teaching her how to be a woman, how to fend for herself, how to think, how to fill out a money order, how to pay her bills, how to go get her credit straight. You understand what I'm saying? All of these things, right? So a lot of guys think if they game a woman up to this point, she's going to leave or she's going, okay, man, it's ladies' choice, gentleman's game. If she get to that point and feel like she want to leave, okay, this is what I did it for. We still we gonna be all right. But to try to go shopping for that woman, taking her ID, you're buying her clothes, you're buying her food, you're buying her weed, you doing everything for this woman. What happens when you get taken out the picture? The woman don't know nothing else. She just knows somebody that's always been there to take care of her. So she go finds another you to take care of her, to handle all these small things that she should already know how to handle. So that's nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Okay, what do you say to the dudes who say, what if I give her all this game? What if I make her independent? And then she take my game and she leave? What do you say to them dudes?
She didn't take your game and left with it, nigga. That's what she paid for. She paid for that game. So only how you gonna be disgruntled when that woman leaves is because if you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing when she was there. See, when you get ahead of one, like we know how to get ahead, man, we don't mind, baby. Here you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no hard feelings. Give me a hug. Yeah, here go your car keys. Here go your title. Yeah, take your minks, your red bottoms. Just all that's you. Yeah, that's how a real one's going to do it. But when you really don't have the game, Goldie, to give them, and you give them a whole lot of dick, and there's a whole lot of feelings and emotions involved in it, yeah, you're going to feel some kind of way. Especially when she do that word called choose it up, and she get her a real one, and you know what's about to happen then. Yeah, he's sick now. He's very upset. He's angry. You know the rest.
Tell me this. What do you think about, we go, like I said, I got a diverse audience. What do you think about this era of women talking crazy, sounding like men, the music promoting women to almost all women be some sort of a prostitute. If he not giving me this, I ain't messing with him. If he ain't got no money, I ain't messing with him. What do you think about this era and this music and how the women are doing these things?
Can you blame them, Goldie? The bitches ain't got nothing else to look up to but Sexy Red and Gorilla, the Gorilla Pimp, as she call herself. It's the blind leading the blind, man. They go to show you the magnitude of men is so watered down now to bitches looking up to punks. Women is looking up to punks and believing the shit that they talking. A lot of them bitches ain't even living like that. They just rapping. But these bitches, these women are so naive until they can't, it just sounds good. They just want somebody to save the day because these niggas have dropped the ball and fumbled the ball so many motherfucking times until they sick and tired. That these women sick and tired. Gold, I done heard some stories here, man. I be like, it be so unbelievable. I be saying to myself, man, this woman got to be lying. Ain't no nigga that bold. Do my research, and yeah, she wasn't lying. So that's what's got them going towards listening to Megan Thee Stallion and listen to this shit and really buying into it because they don't believe in the man no more. They look at me, go, they like, oh man, that old, it's OG. He old enough to be my daddy, man. He OG, you know what I'm saying? Versus looking at a young, fly motherfucker, attractive motherfucker like yourself. A lot of them gonna be like, oh no, that's a tab. Ooh, no, girl, I ain't even going to fucking with, no. Now you see what I'm saying? You see the mindset that they in?
Yeah.
They don't want the man. I'm old and washed up to them. And when they looking at you, they see a motherfucker that ain't smiling, ain't playing no games, looking like $1 million motherfucking bucks. I can't afford that. So what they do? They get amongst each other and they create their own little groups and they little cliques and they badger the men and they talk bad. They come up with every reason and every concept of why you shouldn't go fuck with a real one. Just to solidify their own little weaknesses and how they can't do things. So that now they want to bring on the whole mirage of women with them. Like, yeah, girl, this is what we on over here. We don't need no motherfucking man. Fuck a P. Woo-ta-woo-ta-woo. I bet not give a P. But actually, in their spirit, they really want a man. But they just don't know how to have one.
They ain't never found one. They don't even know what it is.
They don't even know what it is. If it fell out the sky on top of their head, they wouldn't even know how to recognize it.
All right, tell me this. you know, I'm trying to give something to everybody right now, right? So for the men, we talk about highly about respect, and I hope they really got that gem, that everything and all the bullshit that they go through that you was ducking without no work effortlessly is because of the respect that you had, how you started and how you carried it, right? What about the dudes who've been caught lying, cheating, conniving, sneaking around like the broad? You know, the broad done seen their inconsistency and they done eroded their respect from their woman. What can they do? Is it really a rap? Like
It's a
I
wrap,
just
bro.
got to go get another one. What can
It's
they
a
do?
wrap, man. It's a wrap.
Hey,
And even when
hey, I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It ain't no coming back
Ain't
from it.
no,
But
she ain't
nowadays,
never gonna forget it, huh?
hey, but now she ain't gonna never forget it. But you know, nowadays, it's so watered down, Goldie. That woman will still see these things. Is just stay there and take herself down through there, mentally, physically, emotionally, trying to hold on to nothing until she's not even whole anymore. She's broken. And now she's no good for anybody. I see a lot of that happening. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of that happening.
In a
She
lot, in a
feel
lot,
like
in a lot of relationships.
exactly,
In a lot of relationships. She
exactly.
there.
She feel like she's invested so much until it's hard for her to turn around now. But what she don't understand is that you're going nowhere fast. And once you break this, you know, I could break my finger, this motherfucker go heal. But once that mind is broken, it's a wrap.
And I think you said that to me one time. You was like, she love you now, so it's hard for her to turn around, but she don't respect you, and you always gonna have problems. And ain't no amount of hollering you can do to change that, because she don't respect you, because
It
you went
ain't
back on what you said you was. You did what you said you would never do.
Gold. It ain't no head cutting, no verbal lashing, no gifts, no car, no Chanel bag. None of this shit's gonna change her perspective.
You
Because
got,
once the respect is lost, it's lost. It's gone. You don't get that back.
man. Let me. If it's any women in the chat, let us know if you agree with that. Once the respect is gone, ain't no getting it back, is it?
Like
Once you
Smooth
seen his
just
flaws,
say, when
once
the
he,
respect ain't there, the woman ain't there.
I'm trying to see
Yeah.
something. Listen, okay. Listen,
Hey man, let me say this here too, Golden. Why this on my mind? Basically, to all these young guys, man, when you're in a relationship with a woman, that woman got to look at you like God. You can't be normal, because ain't nothing about this is normal. It's how you dress, how you carry yourself, the language you use around her. She paying attention to your temperament, how easily aggressive you are. You understand what I'm saying,
nah,
Goldie? She's
nah, I
paying
hear you.
attention to all of these things, man. She's like what you call a hard drive, and she's sucking the information in. Even when you think she's not sucking it in, is then once she get enough of it, she starts ciphering it and breaking it down. And it's on you for when she start to break it down, she don't find anything. She can't find any inconsistencies in your shit.
Yeah.
She can't find any. And it's like, man, damn, let me go out and get some more motherfucking money, because he that nigga. He that motherfucker. That's when you see him walking that track with that straight back, with the head in the air. When you see him almost running out there. Yeah. She got a real one that she's running
Right.
for.
Somebody said, I think it's more fear than respect. Fear don't make you do that. Fear don't make you hustle like that. Only respect
No.
do.
Actually, man, a fearful bitch ain't even gonna get no money.
Hey, and if she's scared of something, it's she's scared of losing a real man because she know how rare it is.
Exactly. That's the only thing
Let me
she's gonna
tell
be
you
fearful
something.
of.
Let me tell you something real quick because I don't know how when it's gonna cut off. I'm gonna tell you something. You might not even remember this. You told me this, right? I'll never forget it. You said it touches on what you just said. You said a woman can only be a microcosm of what you are. So if she ain't never gonna be able to be you. So if you want her to be something, you got to be this big. Because she
Exactly.
could only be a microcosm of what you are. So if you know that she can't never add up to you, you got to come like this. You got
Big
to
as
be
the world.
big.
You gotta be big
Everything
as the
you do,
world.
you say you got to be big. You got to stand on your respect. You got to be this. just so she could be this.
Exactly. Exactly. And the niggas used to wonder, like, damn, man, this man ain't got one, he ain't got two, he ain't got, all of these motherfuckers are hitters. All of them running. All of them doing it. Hey, man, it's a quick story. I'm in Vegas. I get a phone call about 3 in the morning. Cash, what's up, man? I hear the motion and commotion, niggas talking. Where you at, man? I'm like, damn, P, I'm in Vegas. He like, man, damn, man. Nigga, like, I told you, Cash one here. I'm like, what y'all talking about? He was like, man, we just seen some bitches hit the track and they wrecked this motherfucker, Cash. I'm talking about, man, they hit this motherfucker, man, they was woo, 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 and they disappeared. I say, I ain't say that I didn't have no game over there. I got some people over there. My nigga said, I told y'all them were Cash bitches, man. Woo, woo, woo. He said, Cash, I could tell how they was moving. They was your game, man. He said, man, niggas was trying to get up on them. Man, it's like they had eyes in the back of their head, man. But all of them was breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking, and they just disappeared. And I say, watch this right here. I got them on the phone. I'm like, hey, bitch, what's up? What's happening? We in, we smoking. Woo, woo, woo. All right, bitch, what you got? 7? Bitch, what you got? 700? No, Cash, I got 7,000. I give your wife the phone. Hey, what's up? What's the rundown? What you got? Cash, you know, we went out there but a few hours, but I got 3,500. Okay, cool. Give your other wife the phone. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What you got? Oh, Cash, I end up getting a watch and and y'all just heard that, right? Yeah, simple.
And you know, they don't really understand. Like they can't understand what would entice a woman to give you everything that she got, because they don't understand how valuable a real man, because how rare a real man
That's
is.
what
Right?
it comes down
to. They, and that's why they lean on their money, and all these podcasts is talking about money, because that's the most valuable thing they got. But who you are as a man and your respect is something that a woman desires. She don't even know she desires it because she ain't ever seen it. How could you want something you never had?
Hey, man.
But when they meet a man like Cash, when they meet a man like Dre, when they meet that man, it's everything they ever wanted that money can't give them. You can't go buy that off the shelf. You can't buy the feeling that a real man give you and the security that it gives to a woman. That's why she's willing to give up her money for it, because it's more valuable than the money.
Exactly.
I just want to reiterate, everything you're talking about is about your respect, how you carry yourself every day, and that's what these dudes gotta get from you.
Hey, man.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too that's key in this, Goldie. You can't let they're gonna try because it's in their nature, but it starts off with the small things. I see a lot of guys, they oh, bitch, good playing, you know.
Man,
you just let that slide, huh? Okay, next week is gonna be something else. Next week is gonna be something else. Man. Then it's gonna be, nigga, fuck you, I don't feel like getting up, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
But if we get nipping the little things in the bud, Goldie, you don't have to worry about them turning into big things. That's why
that's big. That's big right there. That's big right there.
That's why,
because she's not gonna respect it when you let it slide. You know what she thinking?
I got it.
You let me do it before. She don't respect it no more. I don't care if you tired. You like, man, I don't feel like checking this situation. You gotta do it. Because the next time you do it, she not going to respect you. Let me know if I'm on course with that. I ain't trying to...
Man, yeah, you on point, man. Motherfucker know in my house, man, used to be a time bitch. Man, woman didn't get away with nothing, man. You looked wrong at me, man. I'm going to check you. And I'm on and I hope that everybody around to watch that checking and to hear that verbal crucifixion so they'll know better than to do it again. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to make an example. They done seen me. Hey, man, what you just do? What was your last 3 traps? Okay, so I made 1,500 last night. I made such the night before, and I go get her last 3 traps and give them back to her, tell her you got the roll. What I do, Cash, is what you didn't do, bitch. Yo.
I like
just
that
to
right
make that example, this is how we gonna do it. When you ain't complying and doing things on my core and how I say do it, man, you got to go.
And tell them what you always used to say. I get paid, I don't get bought. And if you don't know the difference, then you're going to have to get up out of here right now.
Yeah, you can only pay me, man. I can only be paid. I can't be bought. And when she gets that understanding, a woman have that understanding, she'll stand on that.
Because if she can buy you, she's not going to respect you.
No.
You got to be willing to turn down her money. And you know, for everybody else, you got to be willing to turn down her sex.
Exactly, man. Man, that's a key thing. I'm glad you said that, Goldie. See, a lot of these guys are coming from the hip. They feel like they can romance a woman and, you know, have sexual intercourse with a woman to a certain magnitude that's what's gonna keep her coming back and forward. Man, woman don't give a fuck about none of that. Man, she have sex for a living, man. You better be able to sexually stimulate her mentally, spiritually, emotionally. The dick ain't nothing to her. You know, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, that ain't nothing, man. She don't care nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes, that's part of they game. They say that's game. Hey, man, how about you get that woman, man, and teach that woman something, raise that woman, man, and not let it be sexually. Hey, man, it's supposed to be, when you do give that woman that part of you, it's supposed to be just like Jesus coming from the heavens and blessing that woman. It's supposed to be like something phenomenal, like she never seen, felt in her life when you do give her that part of you.
Yeah,
but a lot of these guys, Goldie, they want it just as more than her. They on the same time.
Right, and everything he been saying, respect, how you start is how you finish, man. When you met her, you let her know she was this big to you. How could you be a king in your woman's eyes, man, if you beneath her? Because how you came with her. When you met her, you made her feel like she was God's gift to earth. So how you start is how you finish. And I'm not telling you to minimize her like she's lower than you, but you can't put her above you, then expect her to respect you and look up to you.
Exactly.
How you start is how you finish. And every man that she walked past, treat her like that. So how you gonna stand out and be different?
That's my whole point. You got to be different, man. You got to be different. I'm not saying
y'all ain't never heard nobody talk like Johnny Cash. Y'all never heard people talk like, and a woman hasn't either.
Hey, I'm not telling them not to have sex with their women because that's your woman. Eventually, y'all gonna but don't let the relationship be built off sex. Don't let the sex be a reward. You understand what I'm saying? Let your game be the reward to the bitch for doing the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? Give us some more knowledge, man, because that's what a real one, you know, when she start going, she just want more and more knowledge because she see this shit is priceless. I keep listening to this man. Well, shit, we ain't nothing we can buy. We wake up and buy what the fuck we want and do what we want.
Man, you got to separate yourself, right? Because I remember you used to say it all the time, like, she got to see you aren't like the rest, but you want that pussy from her just like everybody. You fiending for her pussy. You don't think that when you do that with her, when you met her, she don't think that, oh, he finna do that to somebody else. When she sees that it took you a while to get to it because that wasn't the most important thing to you. When she sees that you're refraining from that, when she's not acting how you want her to act, she gives you another level of respect because most dudes, it don't matter. She can talk however she want to talk, do whatever she want to do. They still gonna hit that thing. Exactly. What separates you for her to give you that respect? You got to earn that respect. Johnny Cash earned that respect every day, and they looked for cracks and couldn't find it. Your woman sees all your flaws. She in pocket. She ain't gonna say nothing, but please believe they know it.
Gold, I used to have a saying, man. I don't want this to cut off before I say this. Niggas, basketball player Sean Williams out of Memphis, Tennessee, man. He was in the league at the time, and every time he would talk to me, he would say, "Johnny Cash, what's your saying, man? Let me hear you say it." I said, "What you talking about?" But the saying was, "Sean, if it was based off looks, I wouldn't have a woman in this world. A bitch fucking with me because she wants some pimp."
Man, let them know. We were just talking about this yesterday.
It ain't about no looks. It ain't about none of that shit, man. That's why I pat myself on the back and know I'm a cold motherfucker.
Listen, because it's about to cut off, and I want to make sure you get your shit out so people can find you. Johnny Cash, you know, he's giving up the game. You know, this is just something like, it's too much game to just talk in one live. But he does flashes. He does webinars. I think he might be doing something after this. If you really want some real, for those who really want to get steered in the right direction, you know, that's what he does. So I want y'all to hit him up in the DM.
Tell them about the webinar we got coming up in the class that we finna do.
Okay, so we doing a webinar. For those of you really about the game who want to get it the way I got it, get it the way he got it, right? You can't do that on live. Everybody don't even want that. This entertainment. But if you really want the real, we doing a webinar. DM me, DM him, and you could get into them classes, and it's going to be some game.
And not only do we got the classes, we got the courses where we can fly in, we can sit down and chop it up one-on-one, go to dinner, you know what I'm saying? We can do all that, man, up close and personal, man. It's all on you on how far you're willing to go with elevate your mindset. It's bigger than this pimping and horn. We talking about going to great high corporate shit, taking the same game, but making it corporate, put it on a corporate level. Whatever you want to do with it, it's available, man. Tap into Goldie.
Hey, listen, and if you heard what he said, he got the game from his mentor. I got the game from my mentors, and he was one of a real influential one. You don't just get this shit just watching some shit, listening to some music. If you ain't getting it like that, you know what I'm saying? So tap in. Look, Game God merch on the website. Tap in with Johnny Cash, and we're gonna have to do this again. Jump in.
Hey, this part one. This part one, Goldie. We got part two, part three coming already.
And like I said, for those of y'all who want some real game, the things that we can't talk about on here, tap in DM. We're going to put a webinar together for you, and we're going to go deep. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. We're going to do something again.
Much love and respect, church. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Now we're going to talk. Hey, man, I'm bringing it to you. Don't hate the player, learn the game. I'm bringing it to you. Some light, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to bring him back on, you know, because it was a lot we didn't touch on. If y'all appreciate the live and the guests I'm bringing on, go ahead and show some love when I post this up, man. Write some comments, and I might leave it up a little bit longer. You know, let me know that I ain't wasting my time. I get this game all day. Like, I came up under these dudes, so this is nothing. I'm hearing the same shit a million times. I'm doing this for y'all. So I need to know it's appreciated. If y'all love it, if y'all like it, let me know. And I'm going to keep this shit going. We out.